It's the middle of the week, and honestly, my house is starting to show it. Dishes have piled up, floors need some attention, and my to do list keeps getting longer. Today, we're doing a realistic midweek reset to get everything back in order and finish the week strong. Let's reset together. So, today, to start this midweek reset off, we are starting in the bathrooms because I don't know, they just kind of felt gross this week. Like, nobody's been sick or anything, but our like this bathroom that I'm cleaning right now, the top of the toilet seat accumulates so much dust, and I think because this bathroom has a window, but it just gets so dusty, and I don't know, they just felt gross. So I'm starting off in here. This is by no means a deep clean. I'm just going to hit the areas that we touch daily, so like the toilet, the mirrors, the countertops. I'm going to empty the trash. And also, from a previous video, I had asked you guys if you had any tips on how to get like the water ring. There's like mine mold no matter what season, and then it leaves like a ring where the water sits. And one of you guys suggested using bleach, and oh my gosh, it worked perfectly. My toilet bowl is so white now, so thank you so much. And yeah, I'm just going ahead and getting the bathrooms tidied up. Now, I'm embarrassed to say this, but my son's bathroom was so gross. I don't know if it showed up on camera, but like his towel was like crusty, like from toothpaste and, just getting wet. His countertop had toothpaste all over it. The sink bowl had toothpaste. Like, it was bad, you guys. It's pretty embarrassing, but we are real and raw over here on this channel, so I'm showing it all. But yes, I am starting in the bathrooms because I felt like that was what would make me feel like this was a really true midweek reset. So, the point of these midweek resets are not to deep clean every room in the house, for me anyway. I kind of treat them as like spot cleaning. So that way, if I do my Sunday reset or just my weekly like deep clean, it doesn't get so bad. Like the grime and dirt doesn't get built up, and then it's not this huge monstrous task that I have to clean all day, and it just kind of keeps me on top of things. So that's why I really like trying to reset some areas throughout the week. And this could change weekly. I'm not gonna say that the bathrooms are gonna need an in between cleaning every week, or maybe the living room doesn't need an in between cleaning. This just kind of is those tasks that have been weighing in the back of my mind, and I know that they're going to get bad if I don't do something about it now. So that is the point of my weekly resets. So, I also wanted to touch on a topic today in case anybody else was feeling this way. But does anybody remember growing up and hearing the phrase, like, it takes a village when it comes to like raising a child? And I would just like to say or ask, where is that village we were all promised? Like, I don't know where they are, but they sure as heck ain't here. My village is my husband, my mom, and my dad. That is my village. And I mean, part of that is on us, I guess. We decided that some family relationships were not working and not healthy for us. And I will say, I and my husband have been a lot happier. However, like, where is the village? I'm not really sure. I feel like my husband and I are just doing it on our own. And like, my mom and dad, don't get me wrong, they do a lot for us. But in regards to like outside sources, like, I'm not feeling the village vibe. Is anybody else feeling like that? Because if you are, you're definitely not alone. So now we are in my bedroom, and this is my dog's playpen. So I have a senior Yorkie. He is 14, and he sometimes has some gastrointestinal issues, and I obviously do not want him going all over the house. So when he has a little, bout of that, I will get this like soft playpen out. My dog has never liked like a kennel, like the hard kennels. He has never liked those, and he seems to tolerate the playpen a little better. Don't get me wrong, he still complains about it, but it's like there's really no difference. You just have walls. You can't go anywhere. But no, he thinks it's, doggy jail or something. But so I'm just picking that up because I feel like he's done with that and we can get his bed back out, which is what I'm doing here, getting it all set up and ready for him for bedtime. But that is why we had a playpen up in our bedroom. And now I'm not sure you guys have ever seen my living room like this, but it is a disaster. So that bag needs to be unpacked. That was from Saturday boating. And then we were supposed to go back out Sunday paddleboarding, but I'm being real and raw right now. I had a really bad day with like hormones. Like, I don't know if I'm about to go through perimenopause or if I am. I think I'm a little young. I'm going to be oh gosh, how old am I? I think I'm gonna be 32 in August. So I think I might be a little young, but I just, my hormones are all out of whack sometimes. Sometimes I am on top of the world and like, yes, I'm superwoman, and other times I'm like, just put me in the ground. I'm done. So that was Sunday. That was a bit of a bad day for me. I feel bad for my family having to deal with me, but they did okay. And then I refilled our Furbo. Does anybody else use a Furbo for their pet? We don't pay for the the subscription or anything, but we use the Furbo to like toss treats and then also to check in on our dog when we're not home, which is another reason I kind of don't like the summertime. Is I feel like we have to leave him home more. He goes with us everywhere if he can, but obviously in the summertime, if nobody's going to sit in the car with him, it's too hot to leave him in. And then also, I've been wanting to do this for a while now. Just get all the shoes out, wipe down the shelves, organize them, get the shoes out that don't really belong in there right now. It's not the right season or whatnot. So that is what I'm doing here. So the shoe cabinet is on Amazon. That's where I got it from. And although I don't think they have the same exact pattern, they have a different variation of it. So I can link that for you guys. However, you must know my husband is like a size 12, 13 shoe, and they fit in here, but not well. You kind of have to like maneuver them in. So just keep that in mind. Also, I think we're going to have a problem here soon with my son because he is going to turn 11 and he's in a size 9 men's. Like, we do not buy kid shoes anymore. And yeah, I think that stems from my dad, my husband's dad, and my husband. They all have really big feet. And then also these life jackets I am going to keep in my car because we use them for different things. So if we go out on the boat, I have to remember to bring like my sons. And then if we go paddleboarding and it's on the boat is like an hour from us. So I'm just going to keep them in my car. For paddleboarding, I think, or in Iowa, I think you have to have a life jacket with you. You don't have to have it on, but you have to have it with you. So I definitely don't want to like forget those, and it makes more sense to leave them in the car so we're just always prepared. And then also I just want to get these. I'm gonna clean the back door later, but this is our front door. I just want to clean these up because they are looking a little grimy. Also, yes, if you are one of those people who hate my doors, I do too. You're not alone. I absolutely hate these doors. And then I noticed that there was like some type of pink mark on my door, so I figured while I was cleaning the glass, I might as well just get that taken care of. No idea what it was from. Maybe it was nail polish, maybe my water bottle. I don't know. And now here I'm actually unpacking the bag, which I kind of already did Saturday night because we had like wet stuff in there and I didn't want to like leave it to fester bacteria and stuff. But I'm just finishing unpacking the rest of it. And now we're moving on to dishes. And let me tell you guys, we have a lot of dishes, and it's not because of me. It's not really because of my son. My in laws really did me dirty when they did not inform me that my husband eats like a horse. And I always tell him, I'm like, it must be nice to just be able to eat whatever you want and not gain a single pound. Because if I even look at something I'm not supposed to have, I gain 5 pounds. So, like, I don't know how he does it, but the man can eat. And, like, sometimes he wakes up in the middle of the night and he's like snacking, and I'm like, who wakes up hungry in the middle of the night? Couldn't be me. So yeah, my in-laws really did me dirty by not informing me of that sooner, because I'm sure they knew, but pretty soon I'm gonna have like two teenagers to feed, and I don't know, you guys pray for me. I feel like my dad did a good job of warning my husband. My dad literally told my husband to run. He didn't listen, and I know my dad was just joking, or maybe he wasn't. I don't know. He did live with me for, the entire first half of my life. But yeah, we always have a lot of dishes, and that's okay. It makes content for you guys, I guess. You know what? I will say the cups that you see, especially if it has a straw, that is me. I am a beverage girly at all times. I have like minimum 3 beverages sitting next to me. I don't know why, you guys. I always have to have a water, like a water bottle next to me. I have my emotional support water, and then, I might have an Alani or a Coke Zero, or like just something. I am the beverage girl of the family. So I want to hear from you guys. What's something you like to reset in the middle of the week? Mine is definitely the kitchen, just because, like I've said before, I feel like that is the heart of the home. That is where the main things happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're cooking, you're eating family dinner. That is, well, the heart of the home. And so I definitely like to make sure that gets reset. I try to do that nightly, but a really good reset at least once a week as well. I also find it especially helpful when I have time to actually wash the dishes and dry and put away, because I feel like you can wash the dishes, but if they're still sitting there on your counter, it's almost like the washing never happened. So I try to make it a point to make time to wash, dry, and put away, and then everything is reset. And I also forgot that I wanted to tell you guys, it I don't even know if you've been wondering it, but if you have ever wondered why we have so many spoons in our dishes every time I do them, that is because our dog is on wet dog food. It's prescription diet. And so every time we feed him, we use 2 spoons. So that's 4 spoons a day. And then on top of whatever, we use. And also, I like to reset the coffee bar weekly, like throughout the midweek. I like to make sure that there's water to brew coffee, the ice maker is filled with water, and coffee pods are ready to go. Oh, I know something else that I've also been meaning to ask you. For coffee, for those of you who drink coffee, are you like a hot coffee kind of person or an iced coffee kind of person? So, way back when, like in teenage years, I actually thought I didn't like coffee. And turns out I was just bougie and I'd enjoy Starbucks, if you can even call that coffee. But these days I'm using Nespresso, and turns out I'm an iced coffee person. Really, really like it. Hot coffee, I will do every once in a while, but like all year long, no matter what season, I'm definitely iced coffee all the way. My husband likes hot coffee, or he likes the refreshers. It doesn't really matter what kind. So I think Donut Shop makes some refreshers. I think Dunkin', I just got him a box of Dunkin' refreshers. So that's what he tends to like. My husband does not really like coffee, he likes creamer. Now, I actually do enjoy the taste of coffee, so that is where we differ a little bit. And then, like I said earlier, I'm just cleaning the back glass, which this one actually gets gross faster because this is where we're letting the dog in and out. And oh, I forgot, I fed the birds as well. Let me know also, do you guys fill your feeders like halfway and fill them more often, or do you just fill it up? I know people fill it like halfway so they get to fill it more often, which I would love. However, I don't have room to add another daily task to my list. So it gets filled all the way up, and then when I think about it again, I will feed them. So now I'm out back and I'm just cleaning up back here. This is definitely not something I do every week, but it was one of those tasks that had been weighing on me. So I just wanted to get my tables cleaned up. I know they're just going to get dirty again, and that's fine. I'll clean them again. But I wanted to give them a little touch up before they got really, really bad. And then the wind here has been crazy in Iowa and definitely not helping my couch cushions. And watering my flowers. I definitely do that every day. Although you're going to see some flowers in a minute. They were my French marigolds. I don't know what happened, you guys. It got really, really hot and I couldn't keep up and they like fried. Yeah, there you go. I'm very upset. I'm hoping that I can make them, good again. And then also, I got the surprise of my life. These I was just about to go water the flowers on my son's swing set and I saw movement and it was these two baby fawns. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're so cute. And so now editing this back, later, they hung around like all day and it was just the cutest thing. They are so cute. I wanted to invite them in and then I had to get this clip because my dog was sitting on the couch all super cute. So I know, like, for those of you who have been around for a while, red is really not my color. However, that was like our only option when we went to get furniture for our back deck. I really want to like what's that called? Not like reupholster, but recover them one of these days, maybe with waterproof fabric. However, that hasn't happened, but that's what I want to do. And we don't keep a cover on anymore because we have a little ground squirrel that likes to hang around, and he was like making a mess on our cushions. And I'm like, this is not your sanctuary. Like, you can go anywhere else in our yard, that's fine, but not under there. So that's why it's not covered. And now I am just finishing with vacuuming all of the spaces that I cleaned today. I like to vacuum a couple times a week just to keep up. You'd be surprised. You vacuum one day and then you decide to vacuum the next, and you'd be surprised how much dirt and dust ends up on your floor just in 24 hours. So, highly recommend vacuuming as much as you want. If you guys like homemaking content and realistic mom life, stay at home mom, like that kind of content, I would love to have you join the Loving Life as Shannon community. I'd love to have you here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to. And also, if you could give this video a thumbs up by clicking the thumbs up icon, that would greatly help me out. And I truly just appreciate all of you being here. Bye.